Commissioners Court of Brazos County will meet regular session on March 26, 2024, 10 a.m. Commissioners Court Room in the County Administration Building, 200 South Texas Avenue, Suite 106. First item on the agenda is invocation pledge of allegiance of the U.S. and Texas flag. Commissioner Barrett will lead those.
Please pray with me. Almighty, thank you for this day, and thank you for the many abundant blessings you bestow upon us. Please continue to watch over our first responders and our military who provide us this freedom that we enjoy. Please bring peace to the Middle East and the safe return of the hostages and humanitarian aid for the Palestinians. Please continue to look out for the people of Ukraine. We do all this in your name. Amen.
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 Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag.
I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Second item on the agenda is call for citizens' input and/or concerns, and Kathy Beams. Okay. Oh, Kathy. Yeah.
That was kind of a light yeehaw on the end of that.
I know.
Okay.
I think we're not supposed to say it, but without Mark Kopic here, I can't, it doesn't sound the same without it, even though I'm not from Texas. I love it. So I'm here to speak on three topics. One is the CISA grant, which I asked you a couple weeks ago during the process of applying for the grant to do further investigation. I don't trust this organization. You know that they got hacked right the week after you signed the grant application. And I just wanted to read these two paragraphs as quickly as I can. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, supposedly exists to protect critical infrastructure from cyber threats. However, Congress recently passed a report that CISA has metastasized into the nerve center of the federal government's domestic surveillance and censorship operations on social media. A top priority for CISA has been illegally censoring Americans' doubts about the integrity of the 2020 election while it pushed the propaganda that the 2020 election was the most secure in American history. To date, CISA has done nothing to investigate the thousands of reports of fraud and irregularities that are still being made about the 2020 and subsequent elections, but CISA has been busy expanding election jurisdictions' uptake of FirstNet services to connect their precinct election machines. So I would like you to be aware of that. You're putting our county and the residents at risk by cooperating with CISA.
Can you tell me the site of that paragraph?
This is in a congressional report. I can get the report details to you.
Thank you.
The second point was a reminder that the authority of how the decision to change or rescind our voting system resides in the Commissioner's Court. It's up to you how our voting system is run and what method we use. And my third point was regarding the sheriff's report. I think I asked you a couple weeks ago. It has not been put on the agenda, but I would like that it be put on the agenda, that the sheriff's report also include information on, to specifically include how many in jail are non-U.S. citizens in their weekly report.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, presentation and discussion. Presentation of Horticulture Extension Agent for Brazos County by Eric Zimmerman.
Judge, Commissioners, glad to be back. Present our finalists for the position that, of course, you know Skip Richter was in for a number of years before his retirement, and I think he's enjoying retirement quite a bit. So it's nice for him, but certainly I think it's an honor to represent AgriLife Extension and introduce our finalist, Mr. Stephen Brugerhoff. Stephen's got a couple degrees, one of which is from a Bachelor of Science degree from Sam Houston State in horticulture. He also has a master's degree in urban horticulture and botanic garden administration. What's nice is Stephen's got some experience. He's coming to Brazos County from Galveston County as the horticulture agent down there, following Dr. Johnson and his legendary tenure there. Prior to that, he was in Brazoria County, and so I've been able to have the honor of working with Stephen as a supervisor in both of those counties. He's also served as an extension program specialist with the Parks and Rec Department, outreach program coordinator with the University of Texas Environmental Science Institute, and also with the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center. So he's got lots of experience. He's most recently been managing the Master Gardener program in Galveston County, which has over 200 members, and so he's active in that, also with a lot of the community education outreach with Extension. And so it's an honor to present Stephen to fill the position for County Extension Agent for Horticulture in Brazos County.
All right.
All right, welcome, Stephen.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Eric. And thank you all for your faith in my position. I'm really looking forward to serving the residents, community of Brazos County. So thank you once again. I think I start Monday.
And Matt Sylvester's loss is our gain.
Yes, sir.
So you missed the plant sale?
Oh, y'all just had one. I heard it did
Yes,
really
on
well.
Saturday. It was a sellout, I understand, by 10 o'clock. Yeah. Started at 8, and they were hoping to go till 1, and sold out 10. So congratulations to the Master Gardeners, another successful plant sale.
It sounds successful. Well, I'm really looking forward to it, that's for sure.
Welcome, Stephen.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Glad to have you on board. Okay, we will consider and take action on agenda items 4 through 31. Number 4 is proclamation 24-011 declaring March 29th, 2024 Sheriff Leonard E. Moorhead Day in recognition of his service and selfless sacrifice to the citizens of Brazos County.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made second. Yeah, we need to sign it. Discussion. I know you, is the sheriff, there you are. I don't know whether you want to get up and say anything. I know we've got the presentation Friday, but,
Good morning.
Good morning.
First, I just want to thank the court for taking this action this morning. We frequently pray for our first responders and talk about the dangers they face, and this is a tragic reminder of how dangerous the job is. And so this is an opportunity for the county and the sheriff's office and our community to remember Sheriff Moorhead, who was killed March 29th, 1924. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank, I don't know that I ever thought I would say this, I'd like to thank my wife, Vicki. Vicki has done countless hours of research on Sheriff Moorhead and this event, the event that led to his death, and we'll be telling that story on Friday. And I would also like to invite the community to be at the Bryan City Cemetery Friday morning at 10.
all right. Thank you, Wayne.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, Sheriff.
We haven't voted. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 5 is consider the appointment of Luis Villanueva to the Salvation Army to the donations coordinator for Brazos County.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion.
Yeah, there was one item in there that referenced a supervisory committee in the information that we had, and what is the process going to be, or is there already a supervisory committee that's set up, and how are we going to go about that to coordinate with the donations coordinator?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Research.
All right.
So there's actually through,
I didn't ask you to fix it. Just explanation would be fine. But I know you, and I know that you're into fixing things.
so there is an unmet needs committee that is in place and is made up of many of the voluntary organizations active in disaster that when money is raised or when donations are raised, there's a committee that comes together to make the decisions as to where and how and when all those activities happen if we have an emergency situation develop in the county.
Okay, and that will constitute the committee that was referenced
Correct.
in the action in the or the letter from the judge that we're taking action on here today?
Correct. So Captain Villanueva, sorry, is taking Captain Timothy
Yes, I've
Israel's
met him.
position. He left several months ago, and I'm just getting caught up with some of the things that I need to take care of.
Super. Thank you.
Okay?
That clarifies that. Thank you.
All right. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 6, approval, appointment, and reappointment of the following Homeland Security Advisory Committee. Term of appointments and reappointments will be April 1, 2024 to March 31, 2025.
Move approval, A and B for appointments and reappointments, C through T.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries.
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
Steve, Commissioner Aldridge, you serve on this committee. How often does the committee meet?
Oh, it's not always regular. There's a monthly regular meeting that we have, but there are other times when we meet more often than that in order to take care of particularly the one issue is they put together the THIRA, okay, and that's the Threat and Incident Response Assessment, okay, and part of the THIRA that gets put together is it's about how in Brazos County and actually surrounding counties, because this is for the entire area that we're in. It's about how we will address different types of threats and incidents and how we're going to respond to them. And a lot of that's required is it's a requirement in order to seek grants. And in seeking those grants, if you have the THIRA up to date and all that, that is one of the prerequisites for it. So it's a very interesting committee. And please feel free to join me at those as long as we post them. I don't think there's any problem with anybody else coming to those meetings. But it's the way I like to describe it, Commissioner, is it's like sitting down and meeting with a room full of people who are cats in a room full of rocking chairs, because the potential threats that are addressed in these in the responses are really just all kinds of possible things that could happen.
So you meet monthly and then as needed?
Pretty much. Michelle is the person who has chaired the committee here for the last year.
For the last year.
Last year.
I just finished my last meeting.
That's why she has a smile on her face. But she's done it. By the way, that gives me an opportunity to say thank you for that work, because it's been good. But I mean, would you care to add more?
So we have a number of committees that function under the Homeland Security Advisory Council. The Cybersecurity Committee, there's a Communications Committee, there's a Strategic Documents Committee, which is the one that he's talking about, and we're the ones that put together annually, on an annual basis, the THIRA, the SPR, which is the State Preparedness Report, and the Implementation Plan. And again, it goes to identifying sort of worst-case scenarios for the region, what our capabilities currently are with the resources and the staffing that we currently have, and then what are our holes, what are our gaps, and then what can we look for and types of money that we can look for to sort of fill those gaps.
Yeah. And there's a large number of people here, but this is just the number of people who are part of Homeland Security from Brazos County.
Correct. This is a regional committee, and so there's 7 counties that have representatives that come to this committee.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank
Have we
you for
taken a
asking
vote
that
on that?
question.
Yeah, I think we voted.
Thank you for
Okay.
asking that question, because I think it's one of those things that takes place that everybody doesn't really know is going on in our area. And man, when the proverbial stuff hits the fan, it's great that we have this type of prepared response and assessment of what the possibilities are and how we're going to deal with one of those possibilities if it comes up.
Okay, we'll move on to number 7. Approval of reappointment of Mark Carrabba to Brazos County Economic Development Foundation Board. Term of appointment is January 1, 2024 to December 31, 2025.
Move for approval.
Second?
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 10 is approval of change order number 1 to CIP 23
We need to 8.
Did I miss one?
8.
I'm sorry. Approval, number 8 is approval of requested from the Public Defender's Office, PDO, to submit a grant modification TIDC, which allows the PDO to begin accepting misdemeanor and felony appeals. This request has no effect on the current budget.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 9 is approval requested from Risk Management for property renewal of the Brazos Association, Texas Association of Counties to include buildings, mobile equipment, and unmanned aircraft of fine arts.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 10 is approved change order number 1, CIP 23-599, roof access stair project for the cost of RAS review of contract documents assessments to all 3 sites in the amount of $625, making the total amount of the contract $18,965.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 11 is approval of IQ number 24-097, concrete delivery to contractor site. Recommended awards, BPI Materials LLC.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 12 is approval of number 1 of contract 24-110R, psychological evaluations of applicants for Brazos County to increase the price and to renew for another year.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 13 is approval of following committee RFP CIP 24-608 jail shower renovations.
Move approval A through F.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 14 is permission to advertise CIP 24-608 jail shower renovations.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 15 is approval of following committees, RFP CIP 24-618 Harpers Ferry Road and Cricket Pass reconstruction.
Move approval A through F.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, discussion.
Yes, I'd just like to say we did have a good meeting with Nantucket folks. I want to thank Forest Ridge Elementary School for allowing us the opportunity to be able to meet there. Teresa Cott, Tim Harkrider, and also wanted to thank our Road and Bridge folks. Fred's not here, but I see Parthana is here. Thank you. I think we had a good meeting. Heard some things from some folks in the affected area, and I think that we heard some other things just about Road and Bridge in general, but I think it was a good meeting, and I want to thank you for taking the time and all the people who helped contribute to that.
All right. We haven't voted yet. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 16 is permission to advertise CIP 24-618 Harpers Ferry Road and Cricket Pass reconstruction.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 17 is approval of CIP 24-632 for critical records management with CoFile.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 18 is approval of contract CIP 24-636 courthouse elevator replacement with Cone, Inc.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 19 is request for approval for final plat of Breedlove subdivision, 18.07 acres, William Dunn survey, abstract 108, College Station, ETJ, Brazos County, Texas, sites located in precinct 1.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 20 is consider and take action to close, vacate, and abandon a portion of the 20-foot alleyway located in Block 35 between lots 3, 4, and 5 of Town of Milliken. Alleyway was never built, and there's no public interest to be served by retaining the original right-of-way. Sites located in precinct 1.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 21 is consider and take action to close, vacate, and abandon a portion of a 20-foot alleyway located Block 35 between lots 6, 7, and 8 of the Town of Milliken. Alleyway was never built, and there's no public interest in being served by retaining the original right-of-way. Sites located in precinct 1.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 22 is consider and take action on Welborn's SUD utility permit to install an 80-foot road bore for a 1.5-inch service line to be installed for BTU control building located in Kathy Fleming Road, sites located in precinct 1.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 23 is consider and take action on Frontier Communications utility permit to lay a fiber optic cable for high-speed internet service along Chick Lane, sites located in precinct 4.
Move approval. Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 24 is consider and take action on spelled Welborn SUD permit to construct a 40-foot road bore for a 1-inch water line to be installed at 11670 River Road, sites located in precinct 4.
Move approval. Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 25 is approval of the treasurer's report for January 2024.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 26 is tax refund application for the following.
Move approval A through F.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 27 is budget amendments. Budget amendments FY 23-24, budget amendments 24.01 through 24.06.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 28 is personnel change status.
Move approval A and B.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 29 is payment of claims. Claim to be paid by Brazos County. Claim number 8201639 through claim number 8201817 and claim number 9200656 through claim number 9200705.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. We will skip down to number 32. And it's an acknowledgement of the FY 23-24 budget actuals by fund as of March 20, 2024, and an acknowledgement of the FY 2023-24 contingency budget to actuals by fund as of March 20, 2024. Number 33 is an acknowledgement of the 2023 annual report by Amber Alert Network Brazos Valley. 34 is an acknowledgement of the monthly report submitted March of 2024. 35 is Juvenile Director's Report on Detention Population. Linda.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. We have 32 juveniles in detention, 23 males, 9 females, and we have 47 on electronic monitors. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Linda. 36, Sheriff's Report on Inmate Population, Sheriff.
Today, we have 797 in custody, 677 men, 120 women, and we've got 42 on monitors.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you.
You get a full house.
We're not full yet, but
It's moving that way.
number 37 is announcement of interest items and possible future agenda topics. Hearing none, we will go back up to number 30 and convene an executive session pursuant to the following. A is Texas Government Code 551.071 to consult with an attorney about pending litigation and a settlement offer. Number B is Texas Government Code 551.072 to deliberate the purchase, exchange, lease, and value of real property. C is Texas Government Code 551.0725 to deliberate business and financial issues related to a contract being negotiated. And I think that is the one we need to actually take a vote on. Is that correct, Counselor?
Yes, sir, and I have submitted the standard letter that it's in the county's best interest for y'all to discuss that in private and would give us a disadvantage in public. And that letter's been filed with the court.
Okay, so I'll need a motion and a second to that effect.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. We'll raise your right hands. All in favor, raise your right hand. It's unanimous, which it was required to be able to do that. Thank you, Counselor. And then we'll do Texas Government Code 551.087 for deliberation regarding economic development. Let's start out with Texas Government Code to consult with an attorney and pending litigation, and we'll need Jennifer and Rihanna, of course, the attorneys, chief of staff. I mean, Cheryl, the court, naturally. Was there anybody else that I needed to get in there for that? I think I covered it. Okay, and then we'll, if we need, as we move through them, we'll call somebody else in.
Work our way through the rest of the agenda.
And the time is 10:28. Okay, we're coming back out of executive session. It's 11:25. There's no action to be taken, and the next item is to adjourn. Thank you.
And